My name is Mary Small. I go to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and I'm part of the 2007 New Leaders Program. And I'm interning at the Bonner Group. I think that being part of the New Leaders Program has influenced my professional goals, merely just by affirming them and helping me bounce ideas off of other people and hear what they're doing and thinking, oh, that's awesome, maybe I could get on that too, and finding out ways in which other parts of the progressive movement support what I want to do and how I can support other people. So I think professionally, I don't know that I've changed that many of my ideas of what I want to do, but they've definitely been affirmed and strengthened, and I've gotten new ideas about pathways to get to an ultimate dream that I have. Personally, I think one of the most tremendous things about the New Leaders Program for me this summer has just been that this is the first time that I've ever had a sense of a progressive movement. And I feel like that's kind of a silly thing to say, but all the advocacy or activism that I've done in the past has been very issue-oriented. And the networks and relationships and resources that I was using were all specific to that issue. And this is the first time that I've really been surrounded by a coherent group of people who had a sense of how their issues all fit together into a movement. And this is the first time that I've even caught a glimpse of what that movement might look like, and also had the sense that it was moving forward and going somewhere, and was something that it made sense for me to be a part of, even within my own small issues that maybe I'm most passionate about. The most valuable experience that I've had so far in the New Leaders Program has probably been my mentor. I don't know if it was phenomenal abilities on the part of the CPL staff member who put us together, or if it was just one of those weird coincidences that make life amazing. But whichever one it was, she has been a phenomenal resource to me. And is one of those people who, as much as this might be a bit of a cliche, I look at her and I talk to her and think, kind of want to be her in 10 years. But also, so not only are kind of our values and our work synced up really well, but our personalities and our tendencies and our strengths and weaknesses as leaders are also very well synced up. And when at her very first meeting, when she was giving her autobiography and talking about where she's come from and the struggles that she personally went through as a progressive leader, I saw so much of myself echoed in her words. It was really phenomenal. We've met every single week, and without fail has been the highlight of my week, both in terms of the enjoyment I get out of it and also the insight that I find in what she has to say. I would describe the New Leaders Program to people who are maybe looking into being involved as an organization that approaches the progressive movement from kind of a very structural position, where they believe that looking down the road long term, creating new effective leaders is the way to create systematic change. And I think that one of the reasons I'm most impressed with them is because they really understand that to address systematic problems, you have to create systematic solutions, and that they perceive new leaders as being a systematic solution. I think it's important that they target minority communities or communities that have been kind of perpetually underrepresented in leadership positions across the board, particularly within the progressive movement. I think it's really important to give voice to those communities, and so I definitely include that. And of course, I talk about the different aspects of the program, the trainings and the internship, and the mentor that we're given, and also just the relationships that are built among the new leaders themselves. Some of the most impactful conversations I've had in DC have been over drinks after a training with a handful of the new leaders. I think those are the things that I would hit on.